All right, here we go with the J5 prototype. This is like the second part of the video comparing the stock Granite BLX 4x4 with the added EDF. So this is a dual powered custom prototype, four-wheel drive wheel power with an EDF. So it's not just an EDF car like you see a lot of people doing. It still has the wheel power. A couple of things to go over. When I got in the crash at the skate park, this came off, and it's like the inlet part that helps the air flow in with like less resistance. And so there's a reason that EDFs in the shape of jets have this like weird inlet shape. So that's not on, so that's kind of limiting the thrust a little bit. We have a screen on there for when I'm out in the dirt. I don't want rocks flying in there. That's limiting the thrust just a little bit. And you see I have like a big old hunkin' 4S 6S, and under that is a 5,000 milliamp 3S. And so this is not like the ideal way to get the best hill climbing performance. You would use a much smaller battery, so your power to weight ratio is much better and the car is much lighter. But yeah, this is like how you take it out in the park and get good long run times, and we're still just going to test how it performs in the hill climb. So so as you can see, we're starting off at the same exact steepness. It's 56.5 degrees. So if I can kind of try to get that in one shot. This is the testing board. You know, it's at a real steep angle, and this is how we measure the angle. Coming back with the light on real quick. Well, I guess you can see it kind of all right there. Maybe if I do that, you can see it's right. Put this flat on the ground and then slide this up and see it's right at 56.5 like it was before, and that was the limit of the stock car without the EDF. And so now we're going to see how much further we can take it with the 6S EDF, making about 7 pounds of thrust. So here we go. Right, last but not least, I thought I should just tell you real quick kind of the breakdown of how my car works with the dual propulsion. So basically, when my throttle is at neutral, the EDF jet is at 50% throttle, and then as I pass the neutral point, the wheels begin to go, and then that's 100% wheel speed and 100% EDF. And so that's just kind of not ideal, because as you know, like how you throttle in the air and keep your car like nose up and nose down in the air, the more you punch it, the more it wants to wheelie. And so especially when you're doing like hill climbs, if you punch it too much and your wheels want to spin too much, your car wants to wheelie off. But the one thing kind of saving this setup is because the EDF is above the center of gravity, the torque of this pushing forward kind of pushes the front down a little bit. So I guess we'll see. I specifically got this car because the shorter wheelbase combined with the bigger tires, it allows me to have in-air control. So I think the wheels are going to dominate more than the 7 pounds of thrust. And so yeah, we're going to see. Let's go. All right, startup procedure initiating. Wish me luck. See, too much throttle. I'm trying to throttle up the EDF, but then it makes the wheels spin more, and that's proven to be a problem. interesting. Let's try to just prop it up there, see what happens. Nope. The wheels are overpowering. I need lighter wheels or smaller wheels. Yep. Right, and this current setup with the extra weight kind of added up high, and really the 3S battery giving so much power to the wheels, and these being like big heavy kind of monster truck style tires combined with the kind of the short wheelbase of the car, it makes it want to wheelie. And again, I got this car with all that in mind, because hill climb is not really the purpose of this car. Hill climb was the purpose of the lighter J2 with the larger 10-pound EDF and stuff. And so again, this has big batteries in it. I got it with the short wheelbase and the big tires, so I would have in-air control, because you know that's important when you're out there jumping the car and stuff like that. But for a hill climb, it's like when I get here and I'm trying to spool up the EDF more, the wheels get to spinning so fast, powered by that 3S, that it makes it want to wheelie every time. So yeah, this is like, I don't know if it's shocking, but I guess I'm a little disappointed. But it's kind of just the physics of everything. So maybe, I guess, I will invest in a smaller 6S battery instead of like a big 4,000 milliamp. And then I'll run the wheel power on 2S instead of 3S. And maybe even on purpose get a weak 2S battery, like with a low C rating on purpose, because I don't want the wheels to have a lot of power. I want to be able to get like to full throttle, so the Jet has full throttle, but the wheels aren't spinning so fast that it makes it want to wheelie and fall backwards. So I really don't think it's going to do it, but I'll give it one more crack just for the sake of the video, you know. So yeah, here we go. So again, the 56 and a half, 56 and a half still right there. And keep in mind, the stock car couldn't do this either, so this is not really worse, it's just there's no improvement, at least not with this setup, like I've been explaining. So hooking the 6S back up. Yeah, let's give it a go. Nope. Not gonna do it, folks. So I'm kind of beating a dead horse here. It's not gonna do it, but you know. And that's why you never give up, folks. So it did do it. So this is like, I don't know. You tell me if it's worth it, you know. The extra money of all this stuff combined with everything just to get like a hair of a degree performance better than in stock form. Yeah, I don't know. It definitely did it though. But honestly, pushing it further, I might be able to get like a half a degree better. So maybe 1 degree better if I'm really lucky. But you saw how many times it flipped over backwards, so I doubt it can do much more than that in this setup with these tires and everything I've been trying to explain. So yeah, that's that, folks. J5 prototype has performed better than the stock Granite in a hill climb test, but barely, folks. But barely. So let's do this. Let's just hang it on the top and just for fun. It's probably gonna fall, but let's just. Whoa, wasn't expecting that. Before I even got to like 50% throttle, like, it fell before I got to 50% throttle on the EDF. That was weird. So yeah, I didn't push it to 100% throttle, but yeah, I don't want it to fall. But yeah, I'm a wimp. So there it is, folks. Hope you enjoyed the little weird video. Marginally better than stock. Yeah, is it worth the investment, the money, the you know, taken away from the durability a little bit with the extra weight, and the EDF is probably the weakest link in the picture. You know, compared to the Granite, is like a beast of durability by itself. So would you want to do this with your car? Maybe, maybe not. You be the judge. Just for kicks, extra weight of all this stuff still on there, but the EDF is not connected. So this is really going to be a wheelie monster, but I just for kicks, for the comparison. Same 6.5 degree slope. And that's the video.